Head gasket. So what I like to do first is spray it off with copper coating. I have to spray the gasket with copper coating. This this helps seal if you don't send the, especially if you didn't go to the machine shop. It helps sealing all the imperfection. Because we didn't go to the machine shop. We did our own resurface. Unless the car, if it had a blown head, you're gonna have to take it to the machine shop. But this one didn't have a blown head. All right, gonna let it sit for a few seconds so that it can tack in well before we put it on. So, thanks for joining. We're working on the Toyota 2AZ FE engine. We already got done with rethreading the cylinder block. So right now we're about to install the cylinder head. I got my book here to give me a nice torque sequence so we don't make mistakes. We got the new bolts, and he's going ahead and adding a little bit of oil, clean engine oil at the edges to help us with the install easily. So this head cylinder torque is a two-stage torque. The first is 22 foot-pound and 58 foot-pound, then 90 degrees. So that's how we're going to roll. So we flip back to our torque sequence so we know exactly what we are doing. This is the front of the engine, so I'm going to set it over here like this so I can reference where I need to be. I have my torque wrench. We're going to set it to 22 foot-pound first. So, all right, I'm going to set it on the side. I got my torques right there. So in case if you need to reference, those are for my YouTubers. You guys can pause it and see the reference point. All right. I think my head gasket is well tacked. It's been drying on. I sprayed a copper coating on this thing, so it to help seal up any imperfections. So now we check to make sure everything is lined up the way it's supposed to be. Make sure all the water jackets, all the offices are where they need to be. We are not blocking any passages. The water and oil is supposed to flow. So I can see this side is good. This side is good. So on this. So all right, I'm gonna go ahead and get the head, cylinder head. Slap it in. Try and line it up on our key. There we go. I think you just get the bolts. And we're going to need a washer too. The washers. Got it all in there. Installing. We came with okay, we got 4, we got 5. I lost track of where I was. I said 5. We're going to 6. You can barely hear this thing. 6, 7. 8. Nine. 10. And last. Alright. Now we're gonna go to the last stage, it's 90 degrees. It's what's gonna go. Still showing?
Yeah, now it is.
Oh, it was
It ain't got off a while ago a little bit.
Oh, okay.
My foot had bumped.
Oh, okay. So you go from here. Assembly on. Bad boy comments. There'll be cams and right on metal. Get the caps front to back, remember. They're coming out in the order they were removed. You guys, we already got this engine at top dead center. If you're doing this, that's the first thing you need to do. Get the engine lined up at top dead center. The 2 yellow links are going to be for both cams, and there's a pink or purple link at the bottom. You know, that is obviously separate from the other ones. That's going to be for the crank. So I'm going to go ahead and put it out over the crank first. So close. And I'm going to line it up here with the camshaft. Just need to get it on the line first. Still gonna turn this to line up. My marking needs to line up. I think they said an arrow. If you look, there's an arrow right here. See it? There's one here and there's one there. So this line, see this line here? And there's a marking right here. Mark right here with the yellow link. You got the exhaust facing this side. So this one's saying engine. So this needs to line up here. Once it does, it's gonna stretch away this piece here. There's a piece in there that has let me grab it. It has a retainer that keeps it at the bottom. The chain at the bottom from coming off. So once I hook it at the bottom, I put this under there and it holds the chain from dropping down. this, turn it like this way, just a little bit. I just need to get this yellowing to line up at that arrow. See that arrow I showed you? So we need that yellowing. This pretty much this section that needs to line up right there. Stop right where it needs to be. I'm gonna put that wrench on that one. Alright guys, so alright, if you guys are watching, you just watched me install the head, camshaft, and put the chains on. So at this point, let's start reading. The next thing we are doing now, cleaning out the front cover, and we're gonna install the front cover, and then we're gonna zip up the exhaust, the wire harness, and then we're gonna attempt to crank this engine. So I'm just doing this. So the next remaining parts, and I think you guys get the point. I just wanted to show the critical part of this job. The rest is going to be little nicks and knacks here and there, and then I'm going to bring you guys back when we're about to start the engine. So right now I'm just going to get the front cover ready, and we're going to install the front cover and get the oil pan on the bottom put back in. And then we have the washer, I think, is down there, so we need to fish it out. And then we're going to install the oil pan, and then we're going to attempt to crank this motor. You know, bring you guys back very soon. We still got a good enough time. I think we're gonna get this job done today. I think we almost once you put the front cover on and the oil pan, put the top valve cover gasket, exhaust. That's it. This engine is ready to crank. Before I even put the alternator, everything, I usually crank it up, make sure everything is good, it's running. Then we put the alternator and the rest of the things. Okay, so stay tuned. We'll be right back. That's what's up. That's how we do it. So about to crank it up. So we let's go ahead and crank it up real quick. Let's see what's going on. Whoa! What is that? For the doubters, eh? You say we should go ahead and get a new motor, huh? That ain't gonna work. I'm here to testify to you that it worked. Alright? We know what we're doing over here. EJI Motoring, right here in Baton Rouge. We built this whole thing from scratch. Okay? From scratch. Took the heads off, rebuilt the heads, we rebuilt the block, put everything together. Didn't even send the head to the machine shop. I mean, it didn't overheat, so we didn't have to send it to the machine shop. But we got everything going on. Got the fan. Turn the AC off. You need it to warm up. Yeah. See how it's running? It's not shaking. It's not making weird noises. The car is running. It was one crank and it started. Look at it. All right. So this is what we do. This is what we do around here. Good professional work. We're not parts changers. We fix cars here. We don't change parts. Yeah. This car was running like crap. It wasn't even running to begin with. When it did started, it had no compression on cylinder 4. The other ones, well, it was running like crap. But look at it, nice and smooth. So we got the coolant in here, so it's running. We're gonna let it get to operating temperature. We're gonna let it warm up till it gets to operating temperature. And from there, before we take this off, so right now it's purging out all the air in the system, getting all the air out. You can see it bubbling up, so that's all the air pockets in the system. So that's coming off. We're gonna let the whole engine warm up to operating temperature, and then we're gonna take it out for a test drive. Okay. So you guys, thank you for watching. Everybody that's supporting me, you know, throughout. No, that's not water. The camera is deceiving you. There's no water. That's coolant. Somebody was, Angel was asking why I put water. It's not water in there. That's coolant. That's the coolant right there. Antifreeze. That's just the color. It's a more clear. It's 50-50, so it's not as. Ooh, drop that in there. I think it fell to the bottom. It's 50-50. They're not that clear. They're not that when you look at it, you see it looks like water. It's not water. That's coolant. 50-50. All right. So it's purging out right now. We're gonna let it purge out some more. And then we put the rest on the reservoir, fill it up. I'm so happy with this. I'm happy, and I know my customer is going to be very happy, and you know, to get their car back. All right, it's a successful repair. We're about to let it all go. We're gonna drop it all the way down. So we're gonna get it all where it needs to be, and call the customer. Hey, your baby is ready. So everybody, I got this here that we're going to be building. It has no crank, nothing. You got all the parts over here. So we're gonna be building this from the crank, everything. This is another 2 AZ FE engine that we're going to be building. That's gonna be next week. That's our next project. It's the same exact engine that we got in this Camry right here. So you can see it, she's all the way good. Thank you guys again for watching, and keep tuning in for more content like this. If you like cars, if you want to learn something, we are your guy. You can ask questions, we can answer as best of our knowledge. And if you're here in Baton Rouge and need car services, repairs or anything, don't hesitate to DM me, message the channel, and we can schedule an appointment to look at your problem that you're having. All right, guys, thank you, and have a blessed weekend. Let me see my top viewers. I'm gonna do giveaway for my top viewers before the end of the year. I'm gonna do giveaway for y'all. All the guys that stay with it.